Welcome to Who's Number 1. Today, we are going to take a look at the top 10 cricket players of all time. Being centuries old, and a worldwide sport, cricket has seen many great players from a wide range of nations emerge as the sport's most thrilling and entertaining players, but there are only a select few greats who can make the list of the top 10 cricketers of all time. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Number 10, Wasim Akram. The best left-arm fast bowler of all time, a key to Pakistan's rise, and the guy who took the most wickets by a fast bowler in ODI cricket, Wasim Akram was the hero of the 1992 World Cup final, and with Waqar Younis, he formed a pair for the ages. Still holding the highest score by a number 8 in test matches, 257, Akram is the only cricketer in history to score over 10,000 runs and take more than 500 wickets across all three formats of international cricket. Born in 1966, Akram played from 1984 to 2003, and is also the only cricketer ever to have achieved the feat of taking 2 hat-tricks in one-day internationals. He accomplished this remarkable feat against the West Indies in 1989 and against Australia in 1990. Number 9, Jacques Kallis. Once playing against India, a stat came up that aptly described Jacques Kallis' contribution in Test cricket. In both runs and centuries, Kallis rivaled Sachin Tendulkar. With the ball, he was an equal to Zaheer Khan. One of the greatest all-rounders of the game, Kallis has the highest aggregate of runs by a genuine all-rounder in Test cricket history, scoring 13,289 runs while taking 292 wickets, establishing himself as one of the most accomplished all-rounders of all time. He was born in 1975 in South Africa, and played competitively from 1995 to 2014. Number 8, Brian Lara. Brian Lara was one of the best left-arm batters of all time, and he holds several significant records in Test cricket. More than the numbers, though, you always wanted to watch him bat. Top-notch elegance. Born in 1969 in Trinidad and Tobago, Lara played from 1990 to 2007 for the West Indies, and he holds the record for the highest individual score in Test cricket, scoring 400 not out against England in 2004, which is the first, and so far the only quadruple century in Test cricket history. He is also the only player to have scored 2 triple centuries in Test matches, and he became the first and only player ever to achieve the milestone of 500 runs in a first-class innings, when he scored an unbeaten 501 in 1994. Number 7, Sir Ian Botham. In the golden era of all-rounders, Sir Ian Botham was arguably the best of the lot, with about 7,000 international runs to go along with 528 wickets. He scored 5,200 runs in 102 Test matches at an average of 33.54, including 14 centuries and 22 half-centuries, and took 383 wickets at an average of 28.40, becoming the first player in Test history to achieve the double of scoring 5,000 runs and taking 300 wickets. In ODIs, he scored 2,113 runs and took 145 wickets. Born in 1955 in Cheshire, England, Botham played from 1977 to 1992, and his most iconic series came during the 1981 Ashes, when, after a poor start, Botham delivered a stunning innings of 149 not out at Headingley, which led to an improbable victory. This turnaround became famously known as Botham's Ashes. Number 6, Sir Viv Richards. Sir Viv Richards had just the right amount of talent, intimidation factor, and swag. One of the central pins of the West Indies' golden generation and way ahead of his time, Richards was a pioneer of modern ODI cricket. He led the West Indies to 2 Cricket World Cup titles, and was one of the cleanest hitters of the ball, holding the highest career batting average in ODIs among batsmen who have scored more than 5,000 runs, with an average of 47. Not only that, but he also has the highest batting average in the history of the Cricket World Cup. In the 5 World Cups he played, he averaged an impressive 63.31, showcasing his ability to perform at the highest level in cricket's premier tournament. Born in 1952 in Antigua, Richards played 121 Test matches for the West Indies between 1974 and 1991. He amassed 8,540 runs at an impressive average of 50.23, including 24 centuries and 45 half-centuries. Number 5, Shane Warne. If you bowled the ball of the century, took 708 wickets, which is the most by any bowler in Test cricket history, and won a World Cup final on your own, you deserve to be in the top 5 of any cricket greats list. A larger-than-life icon who revolutionized leg spin, and a great leader for Australia, Warne claimed 10 or more wickets in a match on 10 occasions, which is the highest number of 10 wicket hauls by any bowler in Test cricket history. Born in 1969 in Victoria, Australia, Warne played from 1992 to 2007, and delivered what is regarded as the ball of the century during the 1993 Ashes series against England, bowling a remarkable leg break that turned sharply to dismiss the batsman. The delivery is considered the greatest in cricket history. Number 4, Imran Khan. One of cricket's greatest all-rounders, Imran Khan elevated cricket in Pakistan to a place it had never even dreamt of being elevated to. Born in 1952 in Lahore, Pakistan, Khan played from 1971 until 1992, scoring 3,807 runs and taking 362 wickets in Test cricket. He was a fast bowler known for his elegant run-up and ability to generate pace and swing, and he also had a solid batting technique, playing as a middle-order batsman. But his greatest achievement came in his last year as a professional, when he captained his country to its first and only ever World Cup title, cementing his place as one of Pakistan's most iconic sportsmen. Imran Khan holds the record for the highest batting average as a captain in Test cricket, averaging an impressive 50.84 in the 48 Test matches he captained, which is the highest average for any captain with a minimum of 20 innings. He was also the fastest player ever to reach the milestone of 3,000 runs and 300 wickets in Test cricket, accomplishing it in just 75 matches. Number 3, Garfield Sobers. The greatest all-rounder of all time, Sir Garfield Sobers held the record for the highest individual score in Test cricket, of 365 runs, for 36 years. Born in 1936 in Bridgetown, Barbados, Sobers played from 1954 to 1974, and was the captain of the West Indies team. Originally playing mainly as a bowler, he was soon promoted up the batting order, eventually playing 93 tests for the West Indies, scoring 8,032 runs at an average of 57.78, and taking 235 wickets at an average of 34.03. He has the 5th highest batting average in Test cricket in the list of cricketers with more than 5,000 runs. Sobers also became the first cricketer ever to smash 6 sixes in a single over in 1968. In addition to his batting prowess, Sobers was a formidable left-arm bowler, taking 235 wickets in Tests, by using his swing and seam movement to trouble batsmen. Sobers achieved several notable bowling performances, including 6 wickets for no runs against Pakistan in 1962, a feat unmatched in Test cricket history. He is undoubtedly the greatest West Indies player ever. Number 2, Sachin Tendulkar. The greatest batsman in the modern era, India's very own god of cricket, Sachin Tendulkar holds the record for the highest run tally in both Test cricket and one-day internationals. Born in 1973, Tendulkar made his international debut at the age of 16, becoming the youngest player ever to represent India in Test cricket. Over the course of his career, which spanned from 1989 to 2013, he scored 15,921 runs in 200 Test matches and 18,426 runs in 463 ODIs. He holds the record for the most Test centuries, with 51 centuries to his name, surpassing the previous record of 34 centuries held by Sir Donald Bradman. He also scored 49 centuries in ODIs, for a combined 100 international centuries, being the only player ever to accomplish this feat. A World Cup winner with India in 2011, Tendulkar was a beacon of hope for a billion people for over 2 decades, and he is undoubtedly the greatest cricketer ever in modern times. Number 1, Sir Donald Bradman. The greatest Test batter of all time is the author of a well-known feat even outside of the sport. 99.94, that was the Don's career batting average, an average that's one of the most extraordinary statistical feats in any sport and remains unparalleled to this day. It is far ahead of any other player in the history of cricket, and no one has come even close to matching it over a significant number of innings. Greatness. That pretty much sums up Sir Donald Bradman's career. Born in 1908 in Australia, Bradman played from 1927 to 1948, and scored 117 centuries in 234 matches at an average of 95.14. In the 1930 Ashes series against England, Bradman set a record by scoring a staggering 974 runs in just 7 innings. This included 2 triple centuries, 1 double century, and a century, and almost 100 years later, it remains the highest aggregate by any player in a Test series. Technically gifted, Daddy Hundreds, Test Captain, Borderline Series, leader of the Invincibles, and the comeback after World War II break. The Don is a legend in all senses. He is still one of Australia's most iconic sportsmen, and continues to be the greatest batsman ever in cricket. And with that, we conclude the list. We will have to wait and see if anyone is able to dethrone the Don as the Don of cricket. For now, though, while many have tried, and some very few have gotten very close, no one has yet been able to do so. If you have enjoyed the video, smash the thumbs up button and let us know who's your favorite cricketer ever in the comments section. Also, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. This is Who's Number 1, see you next time.